could do no wrong. Blowing by Ray Allen goes off glass. Those the two leading scorers in the Big East. Same two guys. Kittles this time with the jumper. He had 25 in the first half. As the half winds down, Duron Sheffer beats the clock with the one-hander. UConn down 4 at the break. Second half, Huskies shooting themselves out of the game. Donnie Marshall no good. Ray Allen off the rim. They made just 7 of 35 shots in the second half. Meanwhile, Villanova hit over 50. Chuck Cornegay Cats up by 12. And watch Kittles here with the versatility. Look, he blocks the shot and releases. He's gone. Gets the receiving end and puts it away. Had a career-high 37, and Villanova upsets number 1. They take it by 23 on UConn's campus. Kittles with the 37 as the Wildcats win their 11th straight game. UConn's record of 18 straight Big East wins comes to an end. It is their first home loss in 27 games. 8th-ranked Michigan State at Minnesota. Vashawn Leonard, known for offense, playing a little defense here with the block on Respert. Then his normal game, hits the 3. Gophers up 13. Eric Snow, the star guard, fouled out, no points. That left Respert to do it by himself. Does a little curly kneel, loses the ball, but he gets it back and gets the layup. Then it's Respert on the break, behind the back with the pass to Quentin Brooks. He does it all, but, you know, just as we compliment a guy, he gets his pocket picked. Sam Jacobson, and then Leonard on the other end picks up the ball and puts it away, and Minnesota is a winner by 9 as Upset Saturday rolls on. Vashawn Leonard leading the Gophers with 17. No doubt inspired by the halftime ceremony that named Kevin McHale as usual. Norm enjoying Ryan Miner as he hits the 3 falling out of bounds, but not enjoying Julian Winfield with the wraparound of Sammy Haley. OU down 13. Got to use your heads in this game. Got to get it back to what works. Ryan Miner hitting the 3. He had 32. And who gave the hot foot to Jason Sutherland? Look at that jumper. But it goes. Mizzou within 3. But Ryan Miner doing his thing again with the steal. Over the head here to Calvin Curry, and he puts it home. And Sampson loves that as Oklahoma wins it by 5. And yes, we have upset number 3 of Upset Saturday. Miner accounting for more than a third of the Sooners' points. Oklahoma of that. Jerwan Tuck with the steal for the Hall. He goes up, loses it under the net, but he gets it back, gives it to Adrian Griffin. The Hall up 7 at the break. And then we have a little Big East history. Lawrence Moten driving baseline. He is now the all-time Big East leading scorer, passing Terry DeHare of Seton Hall. But that's not enough for you. We got Adrian Griffin finishing with the reverse baseline. He had 16. The Qs gets upset. They've lost 4 of 5, 82-74. Kansas against K-State. Jacques Vaughn, I presume, driving and spinning, finding Rafe LaFrentz underneath. He had 14 points. K-State down 8 at the break. Kansas play a little around the horn. Everybody touches. Greg Ostertag finishes. Kansas beats their in-state rival 78-67. Florida against 4th-ranked Kentucky. And he is still the greatest of all time and looking dapper in all black. For the Gators, Andrew DeClercq blocking, Jason Anderson to Dan Cross. He pulls up for the jumper. Cross had 16 in the first half. Kentucky, little Husk, get on the floor, get the ball. Tony Delp lays it in. Kentucky a little too tough at Rupp. Tough to beat them there. Delp with the 3. 17 of his 19 were in the second half. Kentucky wins it by 10 points. Southern Cal against 13th-ranked Arizona State. Off the missed 3-point shot, Lorenzo Orr. No relation to Lewis, gets it back and slams it home. He had 9 points as Southern Cal hung close. And how's this for a crazy play? Mario Bennett with a steal. The pass behind the back, loses it. Isaac Burton picks it up, gets it back to Bennett, and that's good ball movement. Not intended, but good ball movement. Sun Devils win it by 4. ACC battle, Georgia Tech against Wake Forest. Randolph Childress, I presume, bounced past to Rusty LaRue. Wake outscored Tech by 15 in the second half, and then Childress draining the extra long 3. He had 15. Wake wins it by 9. Other scores of note, number 10, Arkansas takes out Ole Miss 29 for Corliss. The Hogs improve to 21-5.
No good. Rasheed Wallace. Yeah. 10-point Carolina lead, but Virginia would rally. Harold Dean in the real Dean Dome, and the other Dean goes, I have the copyright on that. UVA a 15-love run. They're up by 10. Then Donald Williams, way downtown, bang. 71-69. Virginia trailing, 30 to go. And Jason Williford misses a free throw. Jeff Jones is stunned. And you think he was stunned there? Watch Jerry Stackhouse. The pretty move backs on in and up. We're tied at 71. Time is running out. Wallace fouls Dean in the lane. He hits both free throws. It's Virginia by 2. 4 seconds left. Carolina, one last chance. Here's the inbounds to Stackhouse, one of the most reliable players in. He kicked the ball away. The final, Virginia wins 73-71. So Kansas, the only top 5 team to have an unbeaten week, has to move up in the top ranking. 7 of the top 9 lost this week. 15 of the last 25. What happened in this one? Carolina's bench played 24 minutes, no points, none. On top of every... Speaking of big men, twist, turn, pull, bank, Ed O'Bannon, you bet. On the defensive end, who's starring? Ed O'Bannon.
Good move.
Rayo's 0 for 8 from the floor, twice there. UCLA by 7 at the half, then Reggie Geary, the three-pointer and the foul. And that will be a 4-point play, math majors. Ed O'Bannon, though, too much. From way downtown, you know the rest. Arizona hangs tough, though. Damon Stoudemire playing almost by himself. The no-look pass, Joseph Blair, Kabong, -4. Still UCLA by 4, under a minute left. Stoudemire stopped twice, and Ben Davis stopped, and George Zedek, and Zona has hit Zedek. UCLA hangs on to win 72-70. O'Bannon, the elder, goes for a career-high 31 as the Bruins come up big in the big game. UCLA now 4.
It's nice when your big man has that kind of range. It's nice, even nicer when he hits it. First 3 of the year, Dewan Wheat, Louisville's all-time three-point shooting leader. Still in the first half, Derek Kellogg to Camby, who finds Lou Rowe, UMass by 6 at halftime. Second half, Edgar Padilla looking for Camby. And then it's more Camby, more Padilla, with Dante Bright sandwiched in between. UMass wins it by the final of 91-76. The Cardinals have dropped 3 straight since center Samaki Walker suffered a stress fracture in his right foot. Denny Crum hopes to have his center back for next Saturday's game with DePaul. In the Alamo Dome, it was rocking. Just ask Keith Greger. Looked like he was slam dancing. First half, Mr. Everything Joe Smith starts the break. One of his 14 rebounds, Johnny Rhodes at the other end, off the glass on the break. Second half, Joe forces the turnover. Off to the races we go. And guess who is trailing? Joe Smith at 26. Bearcats won't go away. Lizelle Durden, nothing but the bottom of the net. They never got within 6, though, in the second half. X-ray hip along the baseline from Rhodes. Terps hanging close. Bearcats can't hang on. They're down 3. Maryland forces the jump ball turnover. Bob Huggins can't believe it. The Terps hold on to win it by 2, 74-72. The Terps now 20-5 on the year. This is their first 100. When the game started, Michigan went cold. Jimmy King, the miss. Maceo Bastion there. Desmond Howard says, I'm a Jacksonville Jaguar. Bobby Knight says, I'm a little bit testy and getting a tee. The Wolves put it together. King off Maktar Nenjai's outlet. The Hoosiers wish they'd watched the Daytona 500. 61-50. The Wolverines swept the seasonal series from the Hoosiers for the first time since 1988. Maurice Taylor scored 11 before leaving the game with a twisted knee. He'll be examined.